Okay guys, for the first match we got a Druid, and this matchup is all about tempo. We got the really good start, we got the coin, we got the current Mage with Mirror Entity, which will be great if we're playing against a Ram Druid. Like, if he doesn't get a Hunted Creeper or Shade of Next Rhinos, we get a really good start with both of those cards, and Water Element is also pretty strong, but we are looking for Mana Worm and Undertaker or Mad Scientist, but we are looking more for one drop, because we want to get something until one, so we can go easily with Coin, Current Mage and the Mirror Entity, which was really powerful against a Druid. So let's see how that turns out. Oh, that's not the thing we're looking for, but still it's not bad. We got a great turn 2 play. Counterspell is kinda also okay, but we don't want to counterspell like a Wild Growth and Innovate, so we want something valuable out of the counterspell, like Swipe or even Wrath, but something that won't disrupt your board. What's this? Wild Growth. Okay, so now in most occasions, one turn to show, one turn to too long, dude. In most scenarios, I will risk Current or Mage into Mirror Entity if Druid did Wild Growth turn 2, because that most probably means that there will be a 4-drop on turn 3, and we'll get a free Yeti or whatever, Violet Teacher, depends on the Druid deck. So let's go with that. We still don't have any death rattles, so the Undertaker is not so powerful at the moment, and can be easily killed by the Keeper of the Grove. Free Chillwind Yeti, yay. Thank you. So now, we have few options. We are one on short for playing to play Fireball into the Yeti. That will be the best thing to do. But now we have some few options. We can trade one of those creatures, finish him off with Fire Blast, and then just play Undertaker to that. So he will have 2 targets to get rid of, or even 3, but we don't want to play Yeti into the Yeti because it will be so vulnerable to a swipe. Unless we play a counter spell, but then we don't have the mana to play Fire Blast. So we'll trade the current Mage into Chillwind Yeti and go face with the Chillwind Yeti. Turn 5 from him, for his side, will be most probably a Lothar, or, which is more common, Druid of the Claw, and it will be in taunt version because we have no mana for the Black Knight, but we will have mana for the Fireball to deal with it. So let's do that. And drop the Undertaker. The Undertaker purpose is to actually be a threat without even a death rattle in hand. He has to deal with the Undertaker. If he plays the Keeper of the Grove to kill the Undertaker, then we can just kill off the the Keeper with the Yeti, which would be a great tempo play for us. And also every single other creature can be killed with the Fireball or Polymorph, but we want to keep the Polymorph against the Sylvanas most probably. A second current tower would be also awesome. We have 5 secrets in the deck, and we already get 3, so Mad Scientist's value decreases a lot in time. If we draw another secret from the deck, this means that the Mad Scientist will only have value for Undertaker, or maybe one secret, which is, well, not so good for us. But as you can see, if we would trade the Chillwind Yeti into the other Chillwind Yeti, we'll get all board cleared. And now we have the Undertaker, which is something, not big, but something. Okay, that's cool. Now, he played the Innervate right now, and he did play one swipe, so the counter spell will actually have some value, and we don't want to duplicate Undertaker. I think we want to get something more valuable out of this, but we can threaten him with a second mirror entity, so he might be like fearing into playing something for 6 mana. So let's think. Do we play Counterspell, Duplicate? He has one Interrate in his deck, he has one Wrath, he has one 4-drop remaining in his deck, which is the second Yeti, and 2 Keepers of the Grove. So if he would play the Keeper last turn, that would be also an option, but the swipe of Interrate was better, so most probably he will have to play some minion, so Counterspell will actually be better against Wrath also. I was talking about the 4-drops because he has to like fit in this turn 6 a turn 4 creature and yeah, shapeshift. And we don't want to get a duplicate out of Mana Worm. They can be easily killed, like more easily than Undertaker. But this sucks anyway. Now we have to play the Mad Scientist, because we don't want to just play Fireball on a Keeper of a Grove. So we'll play Duplicate either way. Just go face for 2. You will have to trade the Keeper of the Grove into the Undertaker, so you can just finish him off with the Mad Scientist and get the last Seekers from the deck out. So we will increase the value of the draws for remaining in our deck. But the second Innervate from his side was kind of lucky, because that means our counterspell almost had no value. So it all depends what draw does he have. Maybe he was playing the Innervate to actually play something big, like Ragnaros or Scenarios. We have to take account of that. So now, if he wanted to play something big, and I think he wanted to do that, we have to get the second mirror entity. So let's hope for the second mirror entity. Counterspell. Okay, that's not what we wanted to get, but he doesn't know what did we get, so that's not a problem yet. Shale. Okay, so that was a top deck, so he wanted to test if that's a mirror entity, because he wanted to drop like a Ragnaros, which could have just been straight GG from that point. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now we disrupted one part of the combo, so there's less chances that we actually killed by the Savage Roar stuff. Okay, so he has Ragnaros in hand, I think. It's either Ragnaros or Scenarios, so one of these cards. And we have to keep Polymorph for that, so we have to play Lothar here. We don't have any Death Rattles, we didn't draw like any Loot Hoarders, the second Mad Scientist, Belchers, so, but still Lothar is one of the best things that we could have drawn here, so we have almost no other play to do here. We just have like played Lothar or played Fireball Face, but we want to get the Lothar on the board right now, because if he plays a Ragnaros, there's a huge chance he actually hits the Undertaker on my face, and then we have some pure damage going in. There's actually 12, 17, 18 damage, so that's lethal. But I think he won't. Yeah, exactly. He wouldn't be risking playing a Ragnaros hero. It was better, maybe. Well, he feels safe, because what are the chances of playing doubles Fireball? But yeah, we just win. Like 12, 17, 18. Well played. As you can see in this game against Druid, the, the power of Mirror Entity, which was basically a free card, because we played it on turn 2 with the coin and Kirin Tor, gave us a free Yeti. That's just insane. Insane value against decks like Druid, against decks like control matchups, like against Warrior, when you can just play the Mirror Entity in late game when he doesn't have the Armor Smiths or Attack Masters any or the Acolytes of Pain anymore, so you get poor value out of the huge creatures he plays. And in Druid, that's also amplified by the amount of creatures he has.